Hi everyone, and welcome to the table. Grab a drink because I've got a story for you. Before we get started, if you're a fan of rare, vintage, nostalgic Yu-Gi-Oh! And the stories behind the cards, hit the subscribe button on the bottom and boom, you made, if you know what I mean. I've got a lot more things like this either tucked away or on the way, so I suggest you do that for your own good. Now you read the title right. This is the first Dark Magician ever made by Konami and the first card to ever feature this iconic artwork everyone knows. This is the granddaddy of them all, and it's very, very rare. We're going to do an unboxing in this video, and I'm going to tell you the story of how this card came to be and how you were able to get it way back in the day. But before we open it up, how rare is this card in a graded form? I'm talking PSA Pop 42 total and Pop 9 for PSA 10. Compare that to a first edition LOB English Dark Magician, and we're talking Pop 303 and 60 PSA 10s. All right, everybody, let's open this thing up. Hopefully it's in good condition. All right, what do we have? Okay, let's go ahead and take her out. All right, let's see what we have here. A little bit of denting right there in the middle. You see that? Right there. Like a scratch. It's indented. It's unfortunate. Needs to be cleaned as well. Back. Couple light scratches. Pretty typical on these. This matte finish tends to scratch just almost touching it. But corners look good. I don't see any whitening. Okay, it looks like we might have a little bit of whitening right there. And maybe a little bit here. Yeah, maybe a little bit on this edge here. Just a little bit. Okay, so not a perfect condition card. Does need to be wiped down, but not terrible considering the age. Okay, let's sleeve it up, put it in another top loader. Now, the story. If you were lucky, this card was included in the first ever Japanese exclusive Yu-Gi-Oh! Game Boy game, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. I say lucky because you only received 3 cards in each game box and there are 10 cards in the set. This meant you might need to spend a ton of money in 1998 buying games just trying to get this card if this is what you were going for. Earlier in 1998, Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards were briefly made by Bandai after receiving a license from Toei Animation, the company that created the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. Bandai cards look very different with different artwork and even sometimes had different attack and defense values for monsters when compared to Konami. After Konami released this Dark Magician on December 16, 1998, Bandai actually released 3 more cards featuring Dark Magician, again, with their own artwork in the Sealed Ass sticker series on January 20th, 1999. This would be the last Yu-Gi-Oh! Product Bandai would make, as Konami obtained exclusive rights around this time. So what Konami Dark Magician cards were next? Well, a couple months after this card came out, Konami released Volume 1 of their boosters on February 4th, 1999, which included a Dark Magician card, and the artwork established here in the DM1 promo was back. December 16th, 1999, the Konami EX starter box came with the Dark Magician. Fast forward a few days, this gets interesting. December 20th, 1999. A lottery was advertised in Shonen Jump magazine and E-Jump magazine, which released around the same time as the Shonen Jump one. You could win either a Blue Eyes White Dragon or a Dark Magician. And even though these cards were distributed in Japan, they were printed in Chinese. They were limited to 1,000 copies each, and distributed at an unknown date after the lottery was advertised. Next up, May 18th, 2000, Konami releases LOB in Japan. Now, there's one more I want to mention that I really couldn't find a date for. I contacted multiple people, spent hours looking for it online, couldn't find it. So if you know this one, please drop it in the comments. There was a Shonen Jump promo of Dark Magician featuring this same artwork in Asian English form, somewhere in 1999, 2000. It has no Eye of Anubis in the corner and no card number. So this is a very early card, but again, no date anywhere. So if you have it, let me know down below. Well, everyone, that gets you up to speed on the first few Dark Magician cards under Konami. I hope you learned something new. And if you have any more interesting stories I should cover, let me know down below in the comments. Take care.